Okay, I have what I want to look at is I'm going to start drawing hydrogen and oxygen in the water where things line up. Remember that water looks like this, where this is partially positive and this is partially negative, correct? Now, what are inorganic salts? First of all, what causes surface tension? Hydrogen bonding. I call it a netting effect, like makes a net, like a fisherman's net, and that causes hydrogen bonding. Now, do you think hydrogen bonding would be more pronounced in hot water or cold water?
Cold water.
Cold water. If you want to break down the hydrogen bonding, what would you do to the water?
You would boil it.
You would boil it, exactly. Now, will inorganic substances increase or decrease hydrogen bonding?
They will decrease hydrogen bonding.
No.
Increase.
Inorganic. Will inorganic dissolved inorganic material, aqueous solutions, such as sodium chloride, etc., will that increase or decrease?
Increase.
It'll what?
Increase.
It'll increase hydrogen bonding. Remember the different intermolecular forces. Ionic, hydrogen bonding, dipole, right? Someone look up the intermolecular forces and let's review them quickly. So I'll let you look those up. Enzo, do the book. And Abby, you're working. Yusef, look up the dispersion force. Look up the intermolecular forces. We're going to review that quickly. Okay? So if you put in sodium and chlorine, for instance, that's going to line up with the partial negative and partial positive charges of the water molecule. And you'll create even a tighter netting. You'll create a tighter bond among everything that's in the water. The water, the sodium, the chlorine, etc. Correct? So that's going to increase. Now, if you have, what's something that high surface tension prevents? What does high surface tension prevent the formation of? Starts with a B. Kind of a fun word to say. I want to go home
Boiling.
and take this kind of bath.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. High surface tension does not allow the formation of a bubble. Not very easily. I mean, if you blow water into it, you'll make bubbles, but will the bubbles disappear? Very quickly. What can you put in water? What do we use to put in water that decreases this hydrogen bonding? We just spent the last 20 minutes off camera talking about this. Connor, I forgive you because you were making up a test. Joseph, answer the question. No, I'm not repeating the question. Connor, did you hear the question?
Yes.
What was the question?
It was like changes the surface.
What decreases the surface tension of water? I want you, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph, responsible for this young man. He's being a bum in class today. I'm going to send a link to this to. You don't remember the question. You don't remember the answer. We spent 20 minutes talking about it. I'm going to send you back to 7th grade. That would be kind of fun, actually, to go to 7th grade and know what you know now. You'd be dangerous. What is it? Yeah, they call it surfactants. That's right. How do you spell surfactants?
SOAP.
S-O-A-P?
So, no. S-U-O.
S-O-A-P. Soap is a surfactant. Very good, Mustafa. How do you spell surfactants?
S-U-R.
S-U-R-F-A-C-T-A. Is that how you spell it?
Yep.
Surfactants. Okay, surfactants. And surfactants decrease the surface tension of water and allow the formation of a bubble. Enzo.
Is the word surface in the actual?
I know, it's got the word surface in there. Surface, sort of, drop the E, add the T-A-N-T-S. Excellent, Enzo, well done. Excellent. Excellent, I like that. I like that. So, has anybody read on how that actually happens? It's going to be an assignment for tomorrow. Or the next day. I want to know how surfactants actually do that. But surfactants will reduce the hydrogen bonding. Ionic compounds, these are these organic or inorganic compounds?
They would be,
Energy.
no, organic. Because they would
Yeah, these are generally organic compounds.
So what destroys them are inorganic?
Yeah, these are organic. These are inorganic. Dissolved inorganic salts, for instance, will generally tend to increase surface tension. Do you see why? Connor, do you see why? Well, do you understand, Connor, that water kind of looks like this?
Yeah.
So you get this kind of cohesion, this kind of, it's like making a fisherman's net. You get this netting effect where you have this arrangement of the water molecules lining up charges, negative and positive, these physical bonds called hydrogen bonds. Then that creates a surface tension. If I put inorganic material in there, I'm going to make it even stronger. For instance, like the ocean water, cold ocean water, jumping off a bridge. Yes? When we were kids, we used to jump off this really high bridge in a place called Seabright. What did we call it? The Oceanic Bridge? It went from the mainland over across to a sand spit, which was called Seabright. Anyway, long story. But it went from the Highlands to Seabright near Sandy Hook. No one has any idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, but we would jump off this bridge in the summer. And when you hit that water, if you didn't hit it right, it was pretty sharp because the water stayed pretty cool. And when the water was warmer, it was infinitely nicer to jump into. Not just because it was cold or hot, but because you could tell the surface tension of the colder water was much greater than of the warmer water. Like when it got towards the end of August and the water was pretty warm, as opposed to early June when the water was really cold. But you didn't really jump. When the water got too warm, you really didn't jump in anyway, because you had a lot of jellyfish and you get stung, and water was full of jellyfish when the water got hot. It was kind of gross. But anyway, so surface tension. Are we done with surface tension pretty much? Are we done?
No.
We'll call this surface tension. Now, what's today, Sunday? On Wednesday, I want a discussion on what actually causes, how the surfactants actually reduce surface tension.
You mean Tuesday, sir?
What's today? What did I say?
Sunday.
Today's Sunday. I said Tuesday or no?
No, you said Wednesday.
Wednesday, sorry, Tuesday. Thank you, Pablo. So Tuesday, I want to have a discussion of how they actually work, okay? So this one we're going to call what? Surfactants, okay?
It says surface tension.
Surface tension, we're going to call it? Okay.